today. So what we're doing here, we might do a little prickle chaining. Just have a few barley lumps and a couple of small spots in the beans that would be better straightened out. Nice. Alrighty, we're out here. So I just want to do, we'll have to where it blocked up the cedar a couple of spots here and over there. Just run this prickle chain over to just level it out a bit. Now this is just got to try and remember how to unfold it. There's a bit of an art to it. And it does a very good job. But yeah, see. The early ones of these, I think the old Wolford ones, you had to hang up on your own. They were sort of long. That would have been a fun job. But yeah, just pull them in. Hooray! Hooray, indeed. We don't use it a lot anymore. We used to use it all the time, but press wheels and everything, we've sort of gone away from it. But still a very handy machine. And what would be handy now is a roller as well, which I'll probably end up making one. This one was made locally, Cunningham, so and they actually are pretty well known for them and make a pretty good one. 40-foot Cunningham prickle chain, 20 years. So, I mean, they do tidy up the paddock well, but like I said, with press wheels and the way things are now, we don't really worry about it, but it's still a very handy machine to have. Same as a set of harrows. Would never get rid of the harrows. They can always come in handy. So, and especially and also the disc too. And there you go, have it, and then it folds down after that. Very good indeed. Always scares me if you sometimes one side they'll both start going down, then one side will swing back. Gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, but you don't want to tip them over. It's not too bad, but yeah, right. And we set it for about 15, 16 k's. Well, we mightn't go that fast, but right on the line there. Very good. All right, away we go. Probably won't go super fast, it's a bit rough. You can see the job it does. A lot of stubble here, but could be a bit bumpy. Overall. It'll sort of just throw it about a little bit. Oh, jeebus. I mean, it would do a good job over the whole paddock, but there's not really much. Anyway, I'm probably going to need two hands to turn too tight. Got the skipper row. Let's go up here and more. You can see there where we have to circle around. Anyway, you can get an idea. Alrighty. Yeah, pretty rugged here. Oh my god, this is where it was choking up all the time with ryegrass and everything. We'll smooth it out. Oh boy, hell, this was rough right here, but we got over it a couple of times. Definitely making it better. Might end up wishing we get the whole paddock, we'll see, I suppose. going a bit slow, so it bounce out of the seat. That's where we broke the press wheel in that area, and that handle on the jack handle too. It was a great night. Well, we've done what we can, I think. Who knows, we might wish we did the whole lot, but yeah, I think you'd see the beans are, some of them here are nearly through. Oh, I can't see it, wherever. But that smoothed out the worst of this stuff. It fluffs the store on top. Especially long straw like this. But our big problem was this ryegrassy stuff that hung in the cedar. Might have been better with the coulters, but anyway, you can see the sort of job it does. And this was rough. It has smoothed out these bad spots here quite well. So I guess we'll see what happens from here now. That's the Prickle chain. That is the story of the Prickle chain. What a machine. So that would be why the pin was tight. When I've got it out, that's where the hitch sits. That's because that's a bit stiff back there. Got a nice skin finger for my troubles too. Nice! Nothing like a bit of who needs skin anyway? Who needs skin and blood? Ah, boy. Good morning. We've fueled this tractor. I've got to fuel the other one. Shift some bins, shift the sheep, spray, get ready for sowing barley. Wow. I know it's kind of the lazy way, but they need a lot of work. They are literally almost solid, so we'll just do it this way. It's a good old bin, but it, yeah, it's probably seen better days. Needs some work. A bit of sheep. So the day has come. Sheep have to go in the scrub and be fed now. So seed is just about caught up to them. Yes, Kate? Oh, yes you did. Kangaroo poo, probably. Nice. Well, it's nothing fancy, but should keep them out. Meanwhile, Kinder having a great time. Yeah, they're, well, we got to put them in the scrub. Okay, yeah, no, but we got to sow the paddock and spray it, so they need to go somewhere else now. But I mean, there's great sheep feed here. Probably better leaving them here and sowing it later. But oh, it's time. We got to get going. Yeah, I know, right? They seem to be doing pretty well, and they really should be too, because they're probably never going to get better feed than what they've been having the last few weeks. Just endless feed. I will be happy when I start feeding your beans and hay and everything. We'll start tomorrow. Well, looks like they've found their way in. Let's shut them in before they realise they've been dudded. They won't be dudded for too long though. Spraying. What a paradise, sheep paradise. Probably should have left it for them. Ah well. Hopefully we'll grow a little bit of barley. First world problem, I know, but actually quite an issue. My seat is leaking. I know I had to do it before. The airline had developed a leak. So it's just under here, that little switch. It always sinks down, but this morning it started leaking again. I had to do it once before. I probably should get proper stuff and fix it for good. Fix it for once and for all. But for now, this will do. Alrighty. It's just that little airline in there. Because as much as the first world problem as it is, sitting on the bones of your ass in the tractor, like laughably low is actually terrible for visibility. It's not at all practical, so you really do need it pumped up, especially if you're like me, a bit taller. So yep, another job out of the way, I hope. Way more gooder. We're not on the bones of our bum. Excellent. I can actually see out. Nice. Great success. Well, it's not that much of seeding or spraying weather right at the moment. Would have hoped to have been out sowing barley by now, but a bit of misty rain or any rain definitely won't go astray. So I'm just going to run out and feed these sheep, give them some beans while we've got a bit of a break in the work. And we'll see what happens. I don't think there's going to be much. Just more a nuisance. I've got some grain to put it back in the silo, because doing that in the rain is not a great thing to do, but yeah, I think it'll dry up pretty quickly. Today anyway. But we need the rain, so we will never knock it back. Enjoy your feed, fellas. Do your job and grow. Surprisingly damp. More than what I expected. Wow, look at this shit here. Bloody brome coming up. Oh dear. I wonder how far the beans are away from coming through, because I reckon we could just about give it a hit. There. We got a day or two. I reckon we're gonna... reckon this wants a shot of paraquat. That's my estimation. We could get to it tomorrow or Sunday. Would be good. We'll have to double check that it's not coming through, but yeah, wow. Definitely coming up. Happy Sunday, everyone. Looks like it's time to get forked. Oh, we're all here, aren't we, fellas? Nice Sunday lunch for you. Very good. I reckon that's it for the rain. Let's clean this out. And we've got a bit of hair cutting to do on the beans. At least get one tank full out today. Well, there's still misty drizzle coming from nowhere. Radar says there's nothing around, but it's still here. Well, for now, that little bit of stuff I've added, I don't know if you can see it, has fixed a little problem. It's holding air, but that switch is buggered. Yeah, there's a crack where the airline goes in. It's not holding it in. It seals, but it just doesn't hold it there, and that's what's been causing the slow leaking today. Thought I had it fixed the other day, but it was not. Okay, might see out the seeding, then I can shop around, because they're not that cheap. I looked them up online, and I presume they'll be even dearer to buy locally, but we'll see. I've seen them for £25, which would be about 45, 50 bucks. I presume there'll be 200 at the dealership, but we'll see. Good morning. We've already fed the sheep. Now time for a bit of musical trucks. Then shift some chemical around. All of those fun things. Whew. Wowzers. Our next shuttle of paraquat. Bring that where we can actually use it. Ideally, I've actually put the suction straw, or whatever you want to call it, in there. So we can use our micro coupling. No more measuring this bloody crap out, because this is not that pleasant. Everyone worries about Roundup. Paraquat's worse. Alrighty, we're out to give these beans a haircut. Got some paraquat, 1.5 litres, or actually it's probably a bit more than that. We've got a few beans just poking through, but Agro was pretty confident they'll be fine. There's not that many, they'll grow through it. They'll be fine. Yeah. Alrighty, we better get to it before the whole paddock comes up though. Haven't got a lot of time. Beautiful spraying conditions though, absolutely gorgeous day now. I think we've got a couple more, then there's more rain over in the week, which is I mean, in an ideal world, I'd probably want it a day later and I'd be finished. I still might be finished, but we're definitely never going to knock it back. I think this year we're going to need all the rain we can get. Anyway, no, it should do a good job. We'll knock a few beans out, but supposedly they'll grow through it. And even if they don't, I think knocking out the ryegrass is probably more important for the amount of beans I might hurt. I mean, I think the Pre-M has done a good job, probably, from what I've seen in the other paddock where it didn't have Overwatch. This is a lot better, but there's still some here. And this, we'll hit it with this. Then we've got Clefo and Factor for later, so we're going to give it the works this year. Give it everything we can and try and get on top of it while we got a chance. Out here, see the brome. Should be able to see the brome grass in the video. A little bit of ryegrass as well. Alright, time to go and smash the brome that's smashing us. Smash the brome grass that's smashing us. Oh wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Oh well, we got a chance to get rid of it, so that's a bonus. Anyway, I just got to double check these. A couple of these are a bit dicky. They sometimes work. Put them on like that and they'll be fine. A wiring day for one day when it's raining. Beautiful day actually, a little bit overcast now, but hopefully I'll get into the barley tonight too.